Morning, everyone. All right. It's so nice to be with you all. It's wonderful that everything is working. That's always fantastic. And just a reminder that today is Wednesday. I can't believe it. And it's already July the 9th, which is just outrageous. I was just sharing with everyone on Zoom prior to most of you showing up that this has been the most powerful 9-day beginning to any quarter of anything we've ever done. I've shared over and over again that we're moving into a vibrationally dynamic phase of our time together. And really what that means is allowing yourself to receive. I feel for so long, so many of us out of fear have shut down parts of ourselves, have hidden parts of ourselves, and we haven't just allowed ourselves to receive. And after a while, it has to get to a point for you where you recognize that the only one that's suffering as a result of your unwillingness to allow yourself to receive is you. Because from where I'm sitting, you deserve every form of bright, benevolent blessing that life, this infinite universe and creation has to offer you. And so then why would you ever deny yourself any experience or any expression? You know, as much as this is all about oneness and unity consciousness, sometimes we forget that human beings are divine delivery mechanisms. Right? Like when you think about it, like how many of you wish that God could just hug you, right? Wouldn't it be wonderful if God could just hug you, just appear in your bedroom or living room right now where you are, just sitting down or laying down, and just wrap its arms around you, right? Or the divine could just hug you, or that love in its purest manifestation could just comfort you. Of course, everybody wants that. But I believe that that's why we're here. That we are those extensions of that source potential and source energy, and that we are the arbiters of the love, the energy, the generosity, the kindness, the empathy, the compassion, the blessing that we're meant to receive, right? So in some way, shape or form, human beings are being used as almost ambassadors or emissaries of a greater divine will or a greater divine unfolding. And when you look at every tradition, regardless of the religion, regardless of the spiritual tradition, there is some articulation of this phenomenon where human beings are avenues of grace for other people. Where we actually, for whatever reason, are blessed enough to witness some kind of miracle unfolding through us. Of course, that has nothing to do with us. But we get to be that. Can we try something this morning? Take some breaths, you beautiful human beings. And leave me a 1 or a yes in the chat if you're on Zoom with me, when you begin to notice a shift in your state of being. Fantastic. Let's try something. In so many ways, I feel like the blessing and the beauty of this whole human experience is lost on people until it's too late. And then once they die and have their life review and they're exposed to the real reason why they were here and all the people that they supported and loved during the course of their lives that they didn't even know about, there's nothing they can do about it. But I want to just try something with you all this morning. Maybe there's a higher power that wants to love through your heart. And maybe it's okay for you to allow that higher power to love through your heart. Just take some breaths. See how it feels. Take it for a test drive. And that higher power, according to your belief system, your programming, your conditioning, can be a multitude of different things. Maybe God's trying to love people through your heart, whatever God means to you. Maybe the divine's trying to love people through your heart, whatever divine means to you. Maybe the organizing principle of reality itself is love, and maybe it's that love that's trying to love people through you. So what we're going to do is allow that love to flow through us. But also I'd like to remind you that there are thousands of people here from all over the world. And maybe it's okay to allow them to love you back. Just take some breaths. And for most of you, this is where you'll notice it gets hard. The loving part, the allowing yourself to love other people part, to be empathic, compassionate, generous, kind, and giving part, that's pretty easy for most of you. You don't have a problem doing that. Most of you do that to the cost and detriment of yourselves. Where you'll notice there's some resistance or some apprehension is as it relates to allowing other people to love you. So, let's play some vibrational tennis, shall we? Just allowing love to be received by you. And just breathing through the discomfort. Because for some of you, it's uncomfortable. And then also allowing this love that you've come here to share and express in your own unique way, you adorable human being, to flow out of you, not only to everyone that's here, but to every human being all over the planet, everything that constitutes creation, everything in this infinite universe. Now, whether anyone else can receive it or not is none of your concern. Just allow yourself to relax and fully express it. All right. How are you doing? Let me know in the chat. How many of you can feel like there's a giving and receiving of love flowing through you? And be honest, if it's a bit uncomfortable or a bit strange, let me know. Panache, this is a bit weird. I've never allowed myself to receive. For whatever reason, I've always been someone who loves, but it's been very hard for me to receive that love. So if it's challenging to receive, just be honest. It's okay. It's okay. And just welcome those feelings. Welcome those feelings. After a while, you'll begin to recognize that you deserve this love. It's okay. That it's always there. You just have to allow yourself to receive it. And actually, it's really not about anyone else. You're finally just allowing yourself to get in touch with the love that's always dwelled within you, that you really are. Good. And just take some deep breaths and relax into it. And just notice that when you do, everything expands even more. Just this amazing recognition that yes, in this moment we would love God to give us a hug. We'd love the divine to reach through this screen and wrap its arms around us. Of course we would. Who doesn't want that? Everybody wants that. We want this love that's the root cause of everything to embrace us. Of course we do. But I'm beginning to recognize more and more that that's the whole point of why we're here, you see, us human beings. And so, as much as this love is available all the time, can we consciously recognize that it's available to us now? Because for so many of you, you have not allowed yourselves to receive this love and support. Now, sometimes this is where it gets confusing. You falsely attribute it to a fellow human being. Or you think that it's because of a relationship dynamic. Or for those of you that are particularly immersed in metaphysical philosophy. Sometimes you think, well, it's because of a past life, or whatever conclusion you come to. But we don't need to do any of that. We can just simply allow ourselves to receive. And it's okay. And what are we receiving? The experience of the love that dwells within us. So you see, maybe us human beings aren't useless after all. Maybe we have our moments. And in those moments, we are wonderful expressions of this love, this grace, this light, this peace. We're wonderful manifestations of all of these things. And that it's now okay to be aware of the fact that you are wonderfully being moved around to where you have to be, that you are having experiences that you've come here to have, that you're supposed to meet the people that you're supposed to meet, that you'll be moved out of the lives of the people that don't resonate with you anymore, that there's some greater orchestration unfolding here, and that all of this is so that the light, so that the love, the joy, the peace, the presence, all that you are, can reach wherever it's supposed to reach. Maybe that's what call to calm is. Let's just have Panache Desai show up every morning. And maybe this becomes the excuse through which that happens for us. And maybe all of you show up so that I can receive it within myself. How amazing is that? Just take some deep breaths. Not that we need each other, but maybe human beings make love, light, grace, compassion, empathy, and peace accessible. The funny thing about the divine is that it's infinite. Which means it isn't in one thing, it's in everything. Which means it's in everyone. Now, they might not live that way. They might not be aware of it. Their choices or their decisions may not reflect that. But it doesn't matter. Infinite means infinite. Just take a deep breath. So then maybe the whole point of your life is to be an avenue through which this love makes itself known in this world. Which is why you're awesome. Which is why you've gone through what you've gone through. And just saying yes to it. There's love flowing through me. And there's also love being received by me. And it's all the same love. And oh, by the way, it's the love that was always within me. And I'm just now finally allowing myself to consciously be aware of it. And here's the magic of this. Can you see how the very second you allow yourself to become aware of the love, and in the very moment you allow yourself to receive it, your story just kind of falls away, right? Like what you went through in your past just falls away, right? Like everything falls away. Because now all of a sudden you're feeling the presence of love in your heart. So then, well, you couldn't have made a mistake, right? You couldn't have in some way invalidated your feng shui. You couldn't have been born under the wrong astrological alignment. Mars could no longer be infringing upon Uranus. You're not the wrong kind of starseed. You're not the wrong kind of human being. You weren't born into the wrong religion. Do you see what I'm saying? So somehow, this simple exchange or this simple experiencing of what's always going on makes your story, your past, kind of redundant. And that's why When somebody actually loves you, and you actually love someone, and you both allow yourselves to receive that love, it almost becomes a divine sacred experience. Because everybody in that moment has to remember where the love is coming from. See? Everybody in that moment at some point has to remember where that love is coming from. It's coming through us. It's not our love. That's so limited. It's this infinite love. And it's present in all of us, regardless of what you believe, regardless of how you've lived your life, regardless of what you've done, regardless of whether you can get it or not. It doesn't matter. Human beings are extensions and arbiters of the truth when we allow ourselves to be. We can also be agents of chaos. Some of you have a PhD in that. But once you're done throwing your tantrum and getting over the fact that you're down here, and finally acknowledging that this being human thing is pretty great, then you can get on with just being an extension of this love, an extension of this light. So today I want you to try an experiment. When someone hugs you, how about it's Jesus hugging you? How about it's the beloved in whatever form that takes for you hugging you? How about it's every great being that you've respected throughout human history who've realized the truth of themselves hugging you? Maybe that's why it's happening. And irrespective of how they hug you, your heart is so huge that you can receive the love, the remembrance of the love. So in oneness, it's all the same love. In a unified state, it's just all your love. And it's just everyone reminding you of the infinite love that you have within you see? And it has nothing to do with the complexity of all the human dynamics that people superimpose or project over these things, or distortions that they bring to the table from past hurts. It's just the reason why we're here. It's the reason why we're here. To allow this love, this light, this presence to express itself through us. Because in this plane of existence, it's one very powerful way that we can remember that we're one, that we're aligned, that we're supported, and that we haven't been abandoned in some way. That actually, maybe you were so busy looking for love in one form that you forgot the truth that love was trying to love you through an infinite number of forms. Because it's not just the humans. I'm giving us way too much credit here. It's the air that you breathe. It's the food that you eat. It's the water that you drink. I mean, let's face it, you haven't been loved until you've been loved by a goldfish. You think humans are great at sharing love. Just get yourself a goldfish. Your cats, your dogs, everything's in on it. The bees, the flowers, the trees, everything. Life, creation, nature. This is why indigenous civilizations and cultures had such a deep and profound respect for creation. Because they recognized that the creator, or the creator, was expressing itself through creation. And that everything, every single thing that we interface with, carries within it an infinite seed of love. Every single thing. So let's now expand the scope of our receiving beyond just, the regular humdrum, boring old humans. And let's include our pets, all of the wild and free animals and critters and insects outside of our home, everything in creation. Maybe, infinity has been trying to love you through an infinite number of forms. And maybe, just maybe, this infinity that you call by many different names now wants to be received by you. And maybe it's okay. I get it, can be a little scary. I get it. There's vulnerability involved. I get that too. But did we really have to wait until we die to see that all of this was about love? Do we really have to wait until we're dead before we finally acknowledge what a blessing this life thing is? I don't believe we do. So, can we take a deep breath? And let's just acknowledge that there is one singular source for all of this love, and that we're all a part of it. It's a part of us. And that everything that constitutes creation, or that's taken on a form, is a love delivery mechanism. Everything. That your every breath is a reminder of this love. That every time your feet touch the earth, you're being loved. That no matter where you are and what you're going through, you're infinitely loved, because infinity is within you and all around you. And love is within you and all around you. And there's an infinite supply of it. It's never going to run out. And it has nothing to do with relationships. It has nothing to do with relationship dynamics. It has nothing to do with what you've done, how you've lived your life. No, of course not. It's always just there. You're the one that's been playing the game. You're the one that's been on that dating show. Am I your love match? Am I vibrationally aligned with you? You've been doing that. So how about we just stop playing the games, lose the complexity, and just receive the love for the sake of just receiving the love? And recognize where it's coming from. There are some mornings I wish that God would just show up in my office and hug me. I really do. We all do. Some moments in my life where I just wish that the divine would just directly manifest in front of me and just wrap its arms around me. We all long for that. But it's in those moments that we've forgotten that there is no one singular form or manifestation. That actually everything is that. Do you see what I'm saying? Leave me a 1 or yes in the chat if this is resonating with you. Can you see that you may have had somewhat of a myopic view on love? Like there's a singular focus for love, instead of recognizing that it's inherently present in everything, and that everything's out to love you today, man. Everything is out to love you. You don't stand a chance. And that also for some of you, the reason why you haven't allowed yourself to receive it is because maybe it's a bit uncomfortable. Maybe you're still operating underneath a very limited definition of what love is, right? Maybe you're living in the illusion that it can be taken away from you. I'm here to tell you that it's constant, it's infinite, and available to everyone. And that it's okay today. So as much as who you believe in, who you love, the beloved, the God of your understanding, isn't going to manifest in front of you in this moment. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. That infinite love, that's the source of all of it, well, that's ever present. That's always available. And you don't have to exclude yourself from it anymore. Because, just for point of clarification, did somebody make you fill out a survey as to how you'd lived your life? Did we do a screening of your past and your past lives to make sure that you qualify? Did we do a chakra check? Make sure all your energy centers are doing what they're supposed to be doing? No. Did we do a sanity check? No. Some of you are just totally insane. I still love you. Just can't be around you. Doesn't mean I don't love you. Right? Like, so do you see what I'm saying? You're fantastic. And instead of viewing it through this very small window called, I need other people to love me, how about today it's, well, I'm infinite love. Everything's out to love me. I don't stand a chance. Everything is out to love me today. From the moment I take a breath, the moment I step outside, everything is going to love me. Everything is out to love me today. I can't escape it. It's infinite and it's everywhere. So much easier when this used to be about one person and it used to just happen through one individual, and I used to allow myself in a very conditional, limited form to experience it when I was in their presence. But now, we're off the reservation. Love has gone viral. It's infinite. We're off the reservation. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. And it's going to get me, and I don't stand a chance. I don't stand a chance. Now, here's the interesting thing. Do you know that the more you allow yourself to be a human being, the more lovable you become? Do you know that? The more you become a human being, the more you allow yourself to be a human being, the more people can actually love you. So don't walk around like some highfalutin, high vibrational spiritual person. Just be your regular humdrum human being who's humaning, who's having emotions and feelings and thoughts and beliefs, who's questioning their worth and their value, using their past against them. Just be a regular, run-of-the-mill human so that people can actually hug you and love you and access you. Because for some of you, when you start heading into all this highfalutin, metaphysical, convoluted interpretation of yourself, you disconnect yourself from everyone else. And the very second you disconnect yourself from everyone else and everything in creation, you feel alone, and then you're wondering, where did the love go? So can you see that you've done that to yourself, some of you? So the reason why I experience so much joy and love every day is because I'm willing to be profoundly human every day. And my being profoundly human every day allows me to receive from all of you, and it also allows me to share with all of you. If I'm walking around all highfalutin, chakras all spinning, multidimensional, high vibrational, well then I'm alone and I'm fundamentally disconnected from the earth, from the planet, from my fellow human beings, from my cat, from my dog, from my goldfish, from my family, and from everything else that's here to contribute to the love that I've come here to receive. Got it? Now, what does this have to do with relationships? Nothing. What does this have to do with your relationship status? Nothing. Who said you had to be in a relationship in order to receive this love? Beloved, right now, you are in a relationship with infinity, and infinity is trying to love you through everything. And everyone. Take a deep breath. Infinity is trying to love you through everything and everyone. And when you're blessed enough to receive a hug today, just pause for a moment. I know it's awkward, I know it's weird. Just take a breath and receive it. When the love actually shows up and people actually begin to express it for you and share it with you, just take a breath for a moment. Because today, you have been warned. Infinite love is going to get you. It is. Infinite love is going to get you. Infinite love is going to get you. It's getting you right now. Some of you are already leaking out of your eyeballs. So expand your scope, your horizon, and your definition of love to be infinite. Because that's the truth. And maybe, just maybe, everyone's talking about the same infinite love in different ways. The same infinite presence in different ways. The same infinite source in different ways. Laurel. Stop typing Om Shanti, Infinite Heart. Day 1511 of Call to Calm. That's wild. Close your eyes, you beautiful human beings, and open your palms. What a fantastic day. Hi to everybody over on YouTube, by the way. Love you, YouTubers. Okay, let's do it. Good morning, sweet friends, and welcome to another Call to Calm meditation. I'm here to share something a little bit uncomfortable with you this morning. Sometimes the more spiritual you are, the more alone you feel. Because you don't recognize that your spirituality has disconnected you from your fellow human beings, and that it's also disconnected you from your experience of being human, the planet, and everything in creation. Rather than being spiritual or holding on to any particular belief system, I'd just rather be a human being. You know, just a good old-fashioned run-of-the-mill human. And I've discovered that the more I have these things called emotions, and the more I feel these things called feelings, and the more I think these things called thoughts, and the more I believe in these things called beliefs, and the more I have a body and experience everything related to my body, and the more I live my life, the more this infinite love can access me. So here's a wild idea for you. Maybe every religion, every spiritual path, anyone who's ever concluded on the unifying nature of reality itself, maybe everyone's pointing to the same thing, that all of this is about love, and that there is a love at the source of all of it. And that maybe instead of, waiting until we die and then having the big Scooby-Doo reveal, in wherever you end up after you die, according to your belief system, how about we can just have the Scooby-Doo reveal right now? Infinity is trying to love you, beloved. The infinite is manifest in every form that you interact with and that you interface with on a daily basis. It has nothing to do with a relationship. It has nothing to do with your past. It has nothing to do with the complexity of human dynamics. There is an infinite love available to everyone that is not dependent upon any circumstance or situation. And the whole point of all of this is to at some point allow yourself to receive it while you're alive, while you're still pink and breathing and on the right side of the earth, right? And after a while, you realize that you've been limiting yourself by having such a myopic view about love, about where it comes from, about who or what the source of it is. So today, we're going to pivot away from this very limited way of being. And instead, we're going to embrace the infinite truth that in this moment, there is an infinite love all around you and within you. And that today's the day when you finally allow yourself to acknowledge it and receive it. Take some long, deep cleansing breaths, you beautiful humans, and allow your entire physical body to relax. Resting in the awareness of your breath transforms your life into a living meditation. Your every inhalation and exhalation is a manifestation of love. Your breath is love. So every time you become aware of your every inhalation and exhalation, you allow yourself to receive the love that's inherently present in your every breath. Seated where you are or laying down, becoming aware of all of the conventional, conditioned, socially approved, programmed manifestations of love in your home and all around you. A significant other, a boyfriend, a girlfriend, children, grandchildren, family members, pets, whatever form love takes for you. The chocolate gâteau in the fridge. All of the ways of receiving love that we've been taught as human beings are the avenues through which love comes into our life, especially the chocolate gâteau in the fridge. Continuing to rest in the awareness of your breath, and then recognizing the love that you have for your apartment, your home, where you live, the land, that there's some love in that. And again, perfectly approved, perfectly conditioned, well within your faculties to feel love from all of these things, because people have told you that home is where the heart is, and that relationships are the source of your love, and that your pets love you unconditionally. But now, we're going to expand a little bit. If you're religious, more than the last time I checked, God is love. God is omniscient and omnipresent. God is the source of all things. God is the most powerful being in the universe, in all of creation. There is nothing more powerful than God. Take a deep breath. So, now how about we receive that? That means that God's in your atoms, God's in your particles, God's in your molecules, God's in your organs, God's in your cells, God's in your blood, your bone, your skin, Well, maybe your entire being is a manifestation of this love that is God. While we're at it, maybe everything in your life is that too. If you're spiritual, well then, everything's vibration, everything's frequency, there's a oneness, there's an infinite source. Same thing. Well, isn't that oneness and that infinite source in everything? Doesn't everything carry within it a seed of love, an experience of love? At its foundational essence, isn't love present in it all? Of course it is. And if you're an atheist, however you have some belief in some organizing principle, or the fact that love is basically inherently present in all things, then it's the same thing. That there is something beyond us, something greater than us, and that something is infinite. And that infinite is a love that's beyond description. Oh, and by the way, it's in everything. Everything that you see, everything that you hear, everything that you can taste, everything that you can touch, the clothes that you wear, the gentle caress of the breeze of the AC unit, or the gentle relief of the warmth of the heating in your home, your apartment, the water you drink, the bed that you're in, the chair that you're in. In fact, maybe life is love. Continuing to rest in the awareness of your breath. Maybe life, your experience of being a human being, is actually love. So with every inhalation and exhalation, setting love free today. Taking love out of every box that you've put it in, that it has to come through a relationship, that it has to come from your children, it has to come from your grandchildren, it has to come from your siblings, your parents, that you have to earn it, that you have to be perfect in order to receive it. Whatever the boxes are that you've subscribed to. And instead, just liberating love from every box that you've put it in until it's infinite. Until it's infinite. Until it is free of all of the boxes. Continuing to rest in the awareness of your breath. And maybe for the first time ever in your life, recognizing that all of this is about love and acknowledging exactly how infinitely loved you are and how much this love is present all around you and within you at all times for no reason. The warmth, the neutrality, the equanimity, the harmony, the peace. Received by you begins to wash through your past, wash through your story, and relieve you of any last vestiges of unworthiness, not deserving, not good enough, unlovable. until all that's left in your past is the conscious appreciation and recognition that everything that you've gone through, no matter what it was, no matter how you perceived it, was so that you could experience this moment and know the love that you are right now. A relationship is not the source of my love. My pets are not the source of my love. My home is not where my heart is. My heart is infinite and vast, and the love that I am exists beyond the confines of conformity and conditioning. So yes, love can be experienced through all of the approved, pre-approved form and phenomenon. However, there's infinitely so much more. It's infinitely so much greater. And it's all going to come and get you today. Love. Oh, it's coming to get you today. You can expect it. It's coming. Because it's already here. And now, love is no longer confined to a form or a phenomenon. It has once again been returned to its infinite manifestation, its infinite expression. And now, you won't have to wait until you die to uncover the truth that you are love and that all of this is about love. All of it. Take some breaths and just notice how you feel. Let me know how you're doing in the chat. And again, I get it, it's a bit weird for some of you. I get it, it's uncomfortable. There's still some things in that you believe you have to work through or overcome, even though you don't. I get it. But after a while, you deserve to know that you can live it while you're still alive, that you can experience it while you're here, that maybe that's the point of your life. And that there's nothing getting in the way of it. You just need to allow love to be infinite, because it is. And I'll tell you the secret. The more you're willing to be human, and I mean profoundly human, the more you can receive it. The very second you become all high vibrational, look at my chakras, I was born under the right astrological alignment, the more you disconnect yourself from the truth. So today, just be a regular, run-of-the-mill human. And watch what happens. Today's Wednesday. I can't believe it. What a great monologue and meditation today. Just a reminder that the replay will be available on YouTube. You can populate this through all your social media channels. And thanks for doing that. It's wonderful to spread the good word every day. There's a group alignment session today. I have a feeling it's going to be one for the ages. The last 8 group alignment sessions have been beyond any of the 1,503 group alignment sessions we've ever had before, which is saying something. Every day becomes more powerful. Every day we're moved closer to the truth. Every day we're more aligned with who we really are. Every day we're more willing to be vulnerable, to be human, to be accessible. And every day we begin to realize that we don't have to wait until we die, until we experience the truth of ourselves. You're the only one powerful enough to deny you the love that you are. So today, love's going to get you, and you're going to let it. Got it? Fantastic. So, just in case, I love you all with all my heart. Thanks for waking up every day. Thanks for clicking on the link. Thanks for clicking on the link over there on YouTube. Thanks for being in my life. Thanks for being a blessing in my life. Thank you for all the ways in which you've shown up. Thank you for all the love that you share. Thanks for being this incredible manifestation of love that you are. Because there'll never be another one like you ever again. Now remember, today, love's going to get you. And it's not going to get you through a person. It's not going to get you through your pets. It's not going to get you through your apartment or your home. No, you're going to begin to feel this infinite love from everything, from everyone, and from everywhere. Because at some point, we have to mature in our relationship with love and recognize that it is the foundational essence of our reality itself. Have a great day, everyone. I love you all with all my heart. Be well.